Hi, families. So this is the second segment of asking and answering questions to demonstrate understanding of a text, referring explicitly to the text as the basis for the answers. And what I'm doing for this segment is we are going to reread Amazing Grace. And I will type up the questions and ideas in the discussion section or description section so that you will have ideas and questions that will truly give you about a week worth of material where you can come back, watch the video again, or if you have this book at home, read it at home, and then feel free to use the description to guide you through different questions and discussion and even activities to do. This is such a rich story. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in. I'll put those details in the description. Amazing Grace by Mary Hoffman, illustrated by Caroline Binch. Grace was a girl who loved stories. She didn't mind if they were read to her or told to her or made up in her own head. She didn't care if they were in books or movies or out of Nana's long memory. Grace just loved stories. After she heard them, and sometimes while they were still going on, Grace would act them out, and she always gave herself the most exciting part. Grace went into battle as Joan of Arc and wove a wicked web as Anansi the spider. She hid inside the wooden horse at the gates of Troy. She went exploring for lost kingdoms. She sailed the 7 seas with a peg leg and a parrot. Arg. She was Hiawatha, sitting by the shining big sea water, and Mowgli in the backyard jungle. What story is Mowgli from? Most of all, Grace loved to act out adventure stories and fairy tales. When there was no one else around, Grace played all the parts herself. She set out to seek her fortune with no companion but her trusty cat, and found a city with streets paved in gold. Or she was Aladdin, rubbing his magic lamp to make the genie appear. Sometimes she could get Ma and Nana to join in when they weren't too busy. Then she was Dr. Grace, and their lives were in her hands. Do you see what she's using for the stethoscope there? I see a wooden spoon and a string. One day, Grace's teacher said they would do the play Peter Pan. Grace knew who she wanted to be. When she raised her hand, Raj said, "You can't be Peter. That's a boy's name." But Grace kept her hand up. "You can't be Peter Pan," whispered Natalie. "He isn't black." But Grace kept her hand up. "All right," said the teacher. "Lots of you want to be Peter Pan, so we'll have auditions next week to choose parts." She gave them words to learn. When Grace got home, she seemed sad. "What's the matter?" asked Ma. "Raj said I can't be Peter Pan because I'm a girl." That just shows what Raj knows," said Ma. "A girl can be Peter Pan if she wants to." Grace cheered up. Then later, she remembered something else. "Natalie says I can't be Peter Pan because I'm black," she said. Ma looked angry, but before she could speak, Nana said, "It seems that Natalie is another one who don't know nothing. You can be anything you want, Grace, if you put your mind to it." On Saturday, Nana told Grace they were going out. In the afternoon, they caught a bus and took a train into town. Nana took Grace to a grand theater. The sign outside read "Rosalie Wilkins and Romeo and Juliet" in sparkling lights. "Are we going to the ballet, Nana?" asked Grace. "We are, honey, but first I want you to look at this picture." Grace looked up and saw a beautiful young ballerina in a tutu. Above the dancer, it said, "Stunning new Juliet." Why do you think Nana wanted Grace to look at the picture first before they went into the theater for the ballet? "That one is little Rosalie from back home in Trinidad," said Nana. "Her granny and me, we grew up together on the island. She's always asking me, do I want tickets to see her Rosalie dance? So this time I said yes." After the ballet, Grace played the part of Juliet, dancing around her room in her imaginary tutu. "I can be anything I want," she thought. On Monday, the class met for auditions to choose who was best for each part. When it was Grace's turn to be Peter, she knew exactly what to do and all the words to say. She had been Peter Pan all weekend. She took a deep breath and imagined herself flying. When it was time to vote, the class chose Raj to be Captain Hook and Natalie to be Wendy. There was no doubt who would be Peter Pan. Everyone voted for Grace. "You were fantastic," whispered Natalie. Do you see Natalie and Raj over here? What are their expressions? Yeah, everybody's watching her perform during the rehearsal. The play was a big success, and Grace was an amazing Peter Pan. After it was all over, she said, "I feel as if I could fly all the way home." "You probably could," said Ma. "Yes," said Nana. "If Grace put her mind to it, she can do anything she wants." Remember, in the description, I will have questions that can carry you through several days of talking about this wonderful story. And also, I've ordered some more Grace books to read in the future. Happy reading, families. Smiles, Mrs. Case, the happy teacher.